What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's another beautiful day. Today is just gonna be a run through my wish list of my favorite cars that I want to own in the near future. Today I'm taking this beautiful 350Z. But yeah, let's go for a ride. This car is already warmed up, so let's give it a few revs. Apparently there's a Subaru behind me that's probably modified. I'm gonna go in the tunnel right now, and I'm gonna floor it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, there's traffic, come on! How about that? I've had this car for about 2 years now, and I think it's time for an upgrade. The upgrade has to be this year. I have to get one of these cars this year. One of the cars is the Audi R8 V10 Plus 2019. The 2019 version to me is just one of the best looking R8s out there. And the V10 Plus is because it has more horsepower, and you know, I like that. I love horsepower, okay? I love horsepower. I love cars, and also I love coaching. That's what I do besides this. When I'm not reviewing cars, I usually do coaching. But anyways, and I would like to get that car in either white or silver, like a satin silver. And the thing about me is I like cars that have red interiors, or that cherry red interiors. It's a better look to the car. Instead of having black seats, or you know, brown is sometimes okay, but I always prefer the red interior. That's for the Audi R8. The next one on the list is the BMW M8. The M8 to me, okay, this is the story. My dad bought a F06 BMW 640i back in 2016, and I fell in love with that car ever since. And to me, I just fell in love with that car. It had a camel color interior. And it was a twin turbo V6. The car was phenomenal. Let me tell you, this car was amazing. It would just like a fish between cars. And it led me to the BMW M6. The M6 was the ultimate BMW car for me. I feel like BMW did a fantastic job at designing that car, putting a beautiful V8 engine in it, twin turbo, you name it. The only thing why I would switch from the M6 to the M8 is because, one second. That's what I'm talking about. It's because the M8 has a better styling look. It has a longer hood, and I feel like that's what the M6 is supposed to look like, to me. I like the longer hood on it. It's more aggressive, you know. I love it, everything about it. And I would love to have that car in a white and also red interior, just like the Audi R8. The third car on the list is a Porsche GT3 RS 2013, the facelift one, not the one before it. I always, you know, when I grew up, I always saw Porsche. Porsche has this symbol of racing, you know, track car. It's just ready, you know, it's just ready to go, man. And I saw it one time passing by me. I was like, sheesh, this car is just fantastic. It's phenomenal. Last but not least, C7 Grand Sport. okay, why not choose the C7 Z06? First of all, I like the idea of the Z06 having a supercharger. The only thing I don't like about it is that the hood in front. It has this big, it's kind of rising up from the middle, you know, just for the, I think just to make space for the supercharger, I think. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But the Grand Sport, to me, I would choose it any day over the Z06 is because it has a smoother hood in the front. It just has a more elegant design while it still makes it more aggressive. And also to me, the C7 Grand Sport to me just reminds me of, which is really interestingly weird. But if you ever played the game Need for Speed Undercover, the Xbox version, there's a Bugatti Veyron in that game. That when you floor it, it has this aggressive tone to it. It's like it's ready to eat the road. When I see the Grand Sport in front of me, the C7 Corvette, I feel the same way about it. I feel like it has this aggressiveness. It's you know, it's on the ground, it's ready to go, it's ready to attack. It feels like some sort of a Batmobile in another universe. But yeah, that's the rundown of the 4 cars that I wish to own in the near future. If you have a car that you want to own, that you wish to own right now, say that you had all the money, which would it be? Actually, before this car I had, I'll show you a picture of it. I had a Pontiac G5 2009. It was the base model. I did everything visual mods, except performance. The performance one, I only did an exhaust. But visual mods, I did the lowering. It had a Shift rims. The Shift brand was 18-inch gloss black rims. And the car had side skirts from Velocity Aeroworks, the diffuser in the back diffuser. It was so good that when I went on the highway one time, you don't hear the sound of the air moving through the car. The car went so smooth in on the highway because all the air was like passing through from the bottom. It was splitting the air basically in sections, where the car would move smoothly through on the road. Even the back diffuser was Velocity Aeroworks. It's a known company brand specifically for the Chevy Cobalts, for the Pontiac G5s, and all were PPF wrapped. I PPF wrapped everything except the car. All, you know, the front splitter I bought from Amazon, and it was cheap, but I PPF wrapped it, and I think it made the car look so much aggressive, as you can see in the picture. So I just left it on the car. What else did I do to that car? I added a catback exhaust system to that thing. A catback exhaust system it was cheap. You know, I didn't want to really spend that much on the car because the car was already 150,000 miles on it, and it was old, and it was time for me to get a new one. So I just wanted to play around a little bit with it. It was a DNA catback exhaust with a MagnaFlow anti-drone technology muffler to take away all the drone, because when you buy a cheap exhaust, honestly, you're gonna have a lot of drone compared to, like, you know, Valvetronic and all those. It's more higher end exhaust companies. But take a listen, this is what it sounds like. That's the Audi R8 that I wanted. It was just like I described it. It was nice metallic or silverish outside color. Just gonna do some cruising around with this beautiful 350Z. Enjoy the ride. usually wear this hat because it's hot outside, especially because I'm bald. The heat really gets to my head, so I have to wear this sometimes. Gonna park here in a nice place where this car pops out in the sun. There she is. Look at that red. The red on the 350Z just suits it so much. It's unbelievable. You know something, I don't know if this car is actually lowered or not. To me, it does look like somewhat. I mean, this is how I bought it. But anyways, I'm thinking about maybe getting some new headlights for this car. Because I know these are OEMs and I like how they look. And maybe the ones with the black housing inside. You know, instead of all that silver stuff in there, all the white. It just makes it more, you know, more toned down, but also more aggressive. And should I change the rims on this car? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. And which kinds should I put on there? And that's a wrap for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And just before I go, I would like to give you some advice as a certified life coach, is that make sure you're working on yourself constantly. Constantly work on yourself to better yourself. Make sure that, you know, every year you're better than the year before. And, you know, if you have a dream, follow it, man. You only live one life. So make sure that you're actually going after it. Find the people who did already what you want to do, because they also help you get there faster. And that's what they call mentors. Mentors are supposed to help you get to the direction that you want to get, to the destination, to the goal, to the life that you want, right? And maybe if I'm one of those people, hit that subscribe button. I make cool videos about cars and also talk about coaching from time to time. Other than that, drive smart, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a nice day.